Okay, so good morning, Isa. It's lovely to have you here today. And the reason that we're doing this wee chat today, this interview, is because you have donated a beautiful painting to the Flourishing Well. And just to let people know, who maybe don't know what the Flourishing Well is and what we do. So the Flourishing Well is a holistic wellbeing charity. And we've been providing one-to-one therapeutic, holistic sessions to people and holistic workshops to people. So we've been applying for and getting funding since July of last year. So from July to December, we delivered over 350 one-to-one and group sessions for people who have either mental or physical health issues, and their carers, unpaid carers. So people that are in experiencing financial hardship. So yes, we've been very lucky in our first year to have received funding and also some donations. So now we're looking at other ways to help out. And one of the ways is an art auction. Mm-hmm. So we've had quite a number of really kind donations from artists, and Isa is one of them. Isa's artist name is Isador. So what we're going to be doing is featuring 2 artists each month from now until December, and hopefully through the art auction people will bid generously, and that will go into the pot to help us to facilitate more therapeutic sessions and workshops for people. So Isa, would you like to tell us a little bit about the art piece that you're donating to us? I love the colours, beautiful, vibrant colours, just my kind of colours. So would you like to tell us a little bit about that first of all, and then we'll find out what inspired you and a little bit more about you as an artist.
Okay, well, thank you, Lorna. The piece that I'm donating, I'll be showing it to you, is this one. It's
beautiful.
It's mixed media on paper that is matted, and the name of it is Uncomfortable Words. And I really am happy to be donating this piece to your organization, because your mission directly speaks to my heart. And I was thinking that is the piece that is so perfectly suited for your mission, because I think that, you know, uncomfortable words are those words that we are kind of encumbered with when we grow up, things that we have heard when we were little, things that we've been told, words that we have, you know, caught in a conversation and that made us think, whoa, then I might try to avoid being like that or saying this. And of course, you only notice that later on in your life, that all those words have become such a huge and heavy luggage that it has an impact on your mental health. And
also on your physical health as well, because, you know, unexpressed emotions and parts of ourselves manifest also as physical symptoms, which can be really damaging to our systems and our organs and, you know, our physical well-being, can't they? You know.
Yeah. And
you've got a fly there.
And you know, it's the physical ailments are often a wake-up call, and if you don't listen to them, then you need a bigger wake-up call. And I think that it's first and foremost important that we acknowledge that those words are uncomfortable, that those words are causing us pain, be it physical or mental. And once we have this first step acknowledged, then we can go over it and thrive through it. And a lot of my work is around, overcoming all these issues that have emerged due to our life experiences, traumas, encounters, whatever.
Yeah.
And that's what it is about.
Beautiful insights and very therapeutic to be able to express yourself. When I was healing, because I was in a wheelchair for a lot of years and bedbound, and it actually helped me to heal as well, and the expression through poetry, and it helped me to look at sort of darker aspects of issues sometimes that have been projected onto me that weren't my own part of my character or my, a part of me, and it was about understanding what that was all about and actually getting it out onto paper or canvas or whatever that is for somebody, whatever creativity that is for somebody. It actually it could kickstart the healing process.
Completely. Yeah. And it's very therapeutic in the sense that, at least in my case, I've used painting as a way to express, as you just said, probably in different phases, starting with a lot of anger that I had. Yeah. And as you say, I mean, the fact that you just put it out there in a way that you are not expecting any, recognition of your work. It's just yourself to have put it out of your system in a way. And I remember days that I would wake up and there was such an urge to paint because it was a real need to be out of my body. And having deeper in that therapeutic aspect, I think that it's also because when we paint when we are creative, it can be painting, it can be writing, it can be, even flower arrangement, whatever.
Yeah.
I think that we just connect with the state of being that we had when we were kids, because
beautiful. Yeah.
We didn't feel like, okay, what am I going to paint, or what color am I going to pick? How will it look like? No, I mean, a kid doesn't even hesitate to pick up the pencil or the color he wants to. And he's just so present in the moment. And that is what's really therapeutic.
Yeah. It's just like that wild, authentic expression, and uninhibited, and we learn through conditioning sometimes to just suppress that part of us that wants to shine. So it's beautiful. I love the way that you've explained all of that. It gives me so much joy to hear that, because it's such a wonderful tool, such a wonderful healing tool, actually. So what inspired you originally, and what inspires you throughout?
Yeah.
What would you say?
Yeah, well, I would say I've traveled a lot in my life, and of course, everything that I've seen in my travels does inspire me. I'm a great fan of great outdoors. I've been several times to Australia. I have been in Canada. I mean, as long as you put me in a desert or in front of the ocean.
Oh yeah, I'm with you there. Yeah. I'm with you there.
And so whenever I take my brushes, all these images come to me, and that's where I kind of let myself soak in those memories to express whatever I need to express. And as I said, most of what I love to express is linked to my life experiences, but also to how I dream my life to be like in the next minute. Like, because we all dream of a better life, don't we?
Yeah.
I think that even if we do all the work, we honestly can see that we're never really happy with the life that we have. And by doing the work, like, it's like daydreaming.
Yes.
And painting for me is like continuous daydreaming. And I really love that.
I love that too. And it's almost like in some cases you're using it as a vision board in some ways, to manifest your dreams, Yeah, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I love it. So you also do classes, don't you, teaching others?
Yeah.
So do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I went through a very severe burnout 5 years ago in my day job. And at that time, I dove into painting, discovered a painting technique that was at the time very popular, that is called acrylic pouring. And I painted and painted and painted a lot. And at some point, a friend of mine said to me, well, I'd love to do that too. Why don't you teach? And I was like, me teaching? Yeah. And I started teaching that. And it was very successful. And I realized that the students that came to me were, of course, people that also had burnout or depression. And I could see them coming into my studio was like, a bit like not very comfortable and with heavy shoulders. And they would go out of my studio at the end of the day really happy because they had spent the day without having their mind busy with all the chatter that they were busy with. And that's what I'm keep on doing now. I have monthly workshops in person here in Brussels, where I live, of acrylic pouring. And I also teach mixed media every Tuesday, every Wednesday in person with beautiful students. We are having fun because my main rule in the classroom is have fun and play.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Completely agree. And also it's a form of mindfulness, actually, because you can just concentrate and focus on what's in front of you in the moment, the flow of that, the beautiful energy, the colors. I personally love the colors. 3 of my favorite colors that you use quite a lot in your painting. So I personally, that resonates with me very, very well. And color therapy, that's amazing how that feels too, just by looking at these colors and the choices that we have of different creative outlets. So the sky's the limit. I mean, gosh, yeah, the sky's the limit with that.
And you can tell, because in the classroom, I give the same instruction to all of the students, and they all come out with different color palettes that are very unique to them, which tells a lot about, the personality of the person. And when I encourage them to try with another color palette, they also discover something else, not only in terms of, design and composition and whatever. They discover something about them that, well, I wasn't drawn to that color, but now that I've tried it out, it's like, like discovering new landscapes. And they realize that they can transfer that concept into their daily life, like looking at things in a different way, trying new things, and not be afraid and of what the outcome could be. And that's also very healing, I think.
Yeah, and just that brave step into trying something new, like that's never been tried before. So yeah, it's lovely, wonderful. I think that's really.
As you said, mindfulness is very present because some people that are very, talkative, at some point, I don't even hear them anymore during the class because they're really absorbed into what they're doing. And when I say, you've got 5 minutes left because it's nearly finished, it's like, what?
Yeah.
Because
do you find
Yeah, you feel track of you lose track of time, and then that's the sign that it's really been a session that has healed something into you.
You know what I find as well, sometimes people say, you know, oh, I'm no good at art, no, I'm no good at that. And all of a sudden they do this and they're like, oh my goodness, I had no idea I could do that. And again, that was a form of conditioning where somebody's planted that within them, and they've gone through life believing that, much like, you know, different therapies that I use, and creative outlets. People recognize that they can do things that they really didn't believe they could do before. So that's wonderful.
Yeah, and that's part of what those uncomfortable words are, you know.
Yes.
You'll never be a good drawer. You'll never be, you know, you'll never make a living as an artist. Who do you think you are? And or even worse, because you wouldn't, you know, draw within the lines.
Yeah.
Like that. And at some point you just stop doing it.
It's very restrictive, isn't it? So it's about letting loose, you know, and just being yourself and not following rules really with that, you know, that expression. So that's wonderful. Brilliant. So, well, I'd just like to say thank you very much for coming here today and spending some time with me. And also thank you so much for your donation.
I'm really, really happy, and I know that the person who will get it will be really happy to have it, because the colors don't show very well on screen, but when you see that from up close, it's really, really amazing.
Yeah. Are you in your studio at the moment? Are you in your studio right now? Yeah.
And you can see some of my painting on canvas here.
Yeah.
The things that I do on canvas are really, really big and large. So I have a collection of really big painting on canvas, and then a collection of smaller paintings on paper.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we're going to be putting your artwork that you've donated onto eBay so people can bid for it through our art auction. That will be going on within the next few days. And I'll also put all your details where people can come and see you, come and see your social media, see what other artwork you do. So I'll put all your details on there also. And if anybody, do you actually do online classes if anybody isn't in the area where you live? Have you done that?
I've got one online course that is linked in my Instagram profile, and I'm busy developing another course that would be meant to help women overcome burnout with painting. Yeah.
Brilliant. That's wonderful. Well, thank you very much once again.
Well, I thank you, and I wish you a lot of success with this auction for all the artworks that you're going to sell through this system. And because, I mean, you're doing the Flourishing Well, and you are doing a very, very important work. And I really hope that you can help many, many people like that.
Thank you so much. Well, I hope you have a lovely day. I don't know what the weather's like where you are. It's a beautiful sunny day today with blue skies. I'm going to leave my work till this evening and get out for a little while and enjoy this beautiful day out in nature.
Where are you?
Sorry?
Where are you located?
So I'm in Scotland. So I'm in a place called Arbroath.
Okay.
Yeah.
My grandmother was half Scottish.
Yeah, was she? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you take care and have a beautiful day, and we'll speak again soon.
You too. Bye.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.